You're like a circle that floats around me, keeping me safe and sound.
Hello my cuties, welcome to Peachy. Today's video is going to be about my everyday makeup look. When I do my makeup on a daily basis, I'm not very sophisticated. I don't use a million steps. In fact, it is very quick, it is very simple, and therefore also very suitable for beginners. So if you are a beginner and you haven't subscribed yet, you should subscribe right now. And if you guys are interested how I'm doing this natural glam look, then you should stay tuned right now. As the very first step, I'm going to moisturize my face. My face is freshly washed, and I'm going to take, this is a Korean brand called Solvasu, and I'm going to take a little bit for eye cream. And for my face, I'm going to take ARC Skincare Skin Essential Skin Protector. It's basically a primer. You put it underneath your makeup. It has sunscreen in it. Just put that here. Okay, so now that my skin is nicely moisturized, I'm going to start with my foundation. When it comes to foundation, I always like to mix a light shade and a darker shade together, just because during summer especially, the skin color just varies. So here I'm having one Body Shop foundation in a lighter shade, and I have a new one by NARS, which is called Velvet Matte Skin Tint. I bought it. I'm not a huge fan, but if you mix it, it's fine. I mix it with my finger and I distribute it on my face like so. Once I'm done with that, I'm gonna add a little bit of concealer. Here I'm taking the NARS, what's it called? I don't know, concealer in the shade Chantilly, which is the lightest color they have because I'm a vampire. Yeah, and I put a little bit here so it doesn't get too intense, and I just put it underneath my eyes. I don't believe in having 100 layers of product. I think you really lose, especially in the daylight, and this is a daytime makeup look, you just lose that naturalness and you just look cakey. Yeah, so I just put a little bit of concealer here under my eyes and blend it out. And other than that, I don't really put concealer anywhere. Simples. Then I would move over to blush. This is my new favorite blush. It's by Benefit. It's called California, and I really love it. I have no connection with the brand, I promise you, not getting paid to say that. But this is basically like a peachy tone, coral tone. It smells so good, and it's my new favorite product. I bought it last week because I didn't have a blush, if you remember. So I go in there with this brush. I'm very uncomplicated when it comes to my makeup, so I use this brush for everything else as well. And I just put a little bit on the apples of my cheeks. You can smile, but you should also be able to know where your cheeks are without smiling. I mean, it doesn't have to be precise. But blush it really adds that freshness to your face. See, I look like a healthy little apple. Oh yes, baby. Okay. And now, speaking of healthy, we all know I love bronzer. I've got a lot of critique. I mean, I don't really get any critique from you guys because you're so sweet. But one thing you do say is, girl, go easy on the bronzer. And then again, I overdo it. But this time I'm going to be a little bit more subtle. This is my Bourjois Paris Délice de Poudre bronzer. Basically dirt cheap, but nice. And I just place a little bit on my forehead, on the sides of my forehead. You know, because we want to create the illusion of having been to the beach or having been out, even though really what we're doing is just nerding at home. A little bit here, a little bit here. Not too much, as I've learned, as I've finally understood. And what I also like to do is, because it's so quick, I just put a little bit in my crease with the same brush, because that saves a lot of time, and time is money. Then I would usually move over to the eyes, and right now what I'm using most is this basically this eyeshadow palette from Kylie Cosmetics, where she did a collaboration with Kourtney Kardashian. It has just these very light shades. It looks pink, packaging looks really cheap, I'm not gonna lie. But anyways, I use this orange color because I'm really into orange these days. And I just put it here on the side a little bit. You know, and because they're really light, you don't have to blend until you're 48 years old. You just put it on, or pop it on, as people like to say. And then I take like a light shimmery color here and I put that kind of in the inside. Jesus, it's so bright. And then I just kind of smudge it with my fingers. I mean, this is definitely a makeup tutorial, which is fine, which is suitable for beginners as well. So we have kind of that highlighty bit here. And whilst I'm at it, I'm gonna add some below my brow bone. You know, it doesn't always have to be that complicated. And why not? I can also add a little bit on my nose because I know people love it. I have warmed up to highlighter, I gotta say. I'm gonna use this brush for placing some highlighter on my cheeks. Just a little bit. So that I don't get hate from the Jeffree Star fans who are like, girl, where the f is your highlighter? Up next, I always used to do liquid eyeliner, but I feel like these days I prefer to just use some eyeshadow to kind of give my eyes a little bit of contour. And I'm having this Urban Decay Naked Ultimate Basics palette. You've seen it. You've seen me use it. And I take basically the black color, take a spoon, what's it called? A brush. And basically what I do is I just place some close to my lash line and just on the outer side, just to add a little bit of definition, a little bit of kind of contour there, like that. And on the other side, this takes no time, it's super easy, you can't ruin it. This is what makes this makeup tutorial so quick as well. And then it's already mascara time. I'm going to take my favorite mascara, Paradise Ecstatic, but I'm gonna take it in the waterproof version because I'm about to go to my gymnastics class. This one is gonna make us look real cute. Did you guys notice how I'm having my mouth closed whilst putting on my mascara? That is true self-control, guys. I only put that on my top lashes because my bottom lashes are already quite prominent, so they don't need any further attention, you know? They gotta sit down and be humble. Now we have some lashes. What else do we need? We need some brows, okay? For brows, I take my angled brush and I take this Kylie Cosmetics Vacation Collection palette, and I just dip into that kind of shade, which is, well, light brown. And I just literally fill them in a little bit, not too much. I know these days everyone has these really flaky brows, but I feel like they don't look very natural, and especially for a daytime look. Also, ain't nobody got time for that, so this is gonna do it. This needs to be sufficient. Voila, ready? And then for my last step, which is also my favorite step, I'm gonna put on my lipstick. First of all, I'm gonna use this contour lip liner, lip definer by Body Shop in the color, who knows? Doesn't say a color, but it's the darkest shade they have for lip liners, which suits my dark soul. Okay, bad joke. Once I look legit like a clown, it is time for my favorite matte liquid lipstick. Yeah, once again by Kylie Cosmetics, color One Wish, which is quite a new color, but this is like my absolute favorite nude at the moment. And I'm gonna put it with my typical technique, basic version of my technique to overline lips. And I put it in one layer, like so. And then with my other brush, blend it out towards the edges. You guys probably have seen my 5 mistakes people do when applying liquid lipstick video. If you haven't, it is really important that you don't take a lot of liquid lipstick. The less, the better. It is super high coverage, so you don't need a lot. And as you can see, this outrageous lip contour I had beforehand is not really visible anymore. Just looks decent, in my humble opinion. Oh, and since it is absolutely boiling hot, I am going to apply some transparent powder by Wonder Cosmetics Perfect Selfie White sort of powder. And I just apply a little bit. Here, 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 here. Done! Alright, my lovelies, that was it for me today. That was my natural everyday makeup routine. I really hope you liked it. I hope you don't judge me too harshly because I'm a little bit primitive with my makeup application on the daily. But time is money, and I believe that doing things the simple way sometimes comes with better results than if you have 15 layers of foundation and powder and concealer and whatever. If you enjoyed this video, I would be very happy if you gave me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, that would be a very smart move to do because we have a lot of very cool videos coming. And on that note, guys, I'm going to wish you a wonderful Sunday, rest Sunday, wherever you are in the world. And we're going to see each other next week. Adios.